Okay, I'm recording it, Ben. Keep going.
Yeah.
Okay. Place units in transit.
Okay.
Okay. You select the store. You mark the units you want to ship to the store, and then you ship them. Okay, so now they're in transit. If I go back to locate and move, and I choose the store now, I can receive the units. So I select
this point, who will receive this? The store B, right?
Yeah, the people at the store.
Yeah, once
Okay.
the package came in there, they would log into the system, and you can limit users to each, to different warehouses. So if their warehouse was a store, they would only be able to see this information when they log in. So they would log in, go to receive in transit once they've received the package, and they can select what they received. And if they only receive part of it, they can receive only part of it, so on and so forth.
Okay, so
Yeah, I need to create a location.
if
Your store
for
doesn't have a
example,
location.
yes,
We need to add a location for the store. Okay, so now if I go in, locate, move, receive units in transit.
receive units. Okay.
Okay.
For example,
So,
if we yes, please continue.
so now you'll notice that they're all in the store. Also on your item master, go into your item master, all warehouses, and you click on the stock. You'll see where they are. You got 7 left in El Nahdi, and then you have 3 in the store.
Yes, and okay. For example, if I have shifted, for example, 10 laptops to store B, but they have received only 9 or 4 or whatever, and it's less than the quantity that's been written in the system. How can they confirm what we have, they have received in update story about this missing delivery?
Well, when they receive it, if you look to the right side of the screen there, this is the same format as the other screen. You'll notice on the other screen that you had 3 checkboxes checked for the mark column. Okay, so when they received it in, they had everything checked off. Okay, so if they were not receiving everything, if they only had a partial receive, they would only receive in the laptops with the serial numbers that they actually got versus what might be missing. So if I only received serial number 1 and 2 and not 3, I would only receive in those 2. And then the transit slip would still be open. So if somebody came into the system from the master store and looked at the transit slips, the transit slip wouldn't be closed yet. And similarly, they could alert you immediately like, hey, I only received 2 packages, where's my 3rd one as well, when they come into the system and see I only have 2 of the 3 serial numbers I'm supposed to have gotten.
Ben, why don't you just do another quick transit where you ship 4 and receive 2?
Yeah, I would like to see this. So since we are recording, it's going to be
Right. I can send you the recording afterwards, Peter. So you shipping 3 of them to the store again.
okay.
There's also links on the bottom of that page, Ben, that you were on. At the bottom.
I didn't notice.
Yeah. So here we only got serial number 4 and 6.
Okay.
Is that description you show there, Zach? Must be.
Probably.
So this is the store. If I look, it shows it still being in transit.
Okay, transit still didn't been received, right?
This one's pending receipt.
Yeah. Yeah, it's waiting to be confirmed that it's being delivered to store B, for example.
Right.
Okay.
Can you click on that transit slip then and show? Bring up the form.
Okay.
That's the original transit slip.
Okay, so this one, honestly, there's 3 laptops. Okay, it should be delivered. So there's one still waiting to be confirmed to be for receiving, right? Or,
Yes. Yes, we received serial number 4 and 6 into the other location, and number 5 is still in transit right now. So it's marked as a hold in the system. You can't access that stock until somebody figures out, what's going on with it. So, for
okay.
example, if it was lost in transit or something along those lines, it'll, keep that hold status until you've confirmed what's happened to it and where it's gone.
Okay, understood. Can they receive an email notification regarding if there's a shipment reaching store B, something like that?
We do have a variety of email notifications in the system. I don't know if we have in-transit notifications already, but that's one of the things that we wind up customizing for a lot of customers is notifications for, we have like nightly notifications that go out that tell you what to reorder the next day. We have automatically generated restocking orders. We, do a lot of different, minor customizations like that, for a lot of clients. For example, they want to know when someone creates a purchase order or when someone creates a shipping order, and so on and so forth. So I don't think we have it in the base system, but that's something that we wind up setting up a lot of the time is different email alerts and things like that.
So it can be easy managed.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, we can do that pretty simply.
Okay, so we have discussed that how are we going to receive the item and enter it in our system, and also how to transfer or ship between multiple stores. Regarding the approvals, if you can show me while we are recording this session, so it's going to be more easier and it can save a lot of time to show other colleagues how everything is going through. So, for example, we need your approval for this laptop shipment to be sent to the other store.
I don't know. Did we do that, Gus?
No. Approvals aren't
We have
on transit.
approval. Yeah, we have approvals on purchase orders, but not on transit. So
not on transit.
So, can we manage this in transit?
you can control who has access to putting stock in transit through the permissions module, but we don't actually require administrator approvals to put something in transit. We do require it for purchase orders. We could add it to transit if that's a requirement. It's just one of those things that hasn't been put into our base system yet.
Yeah, I just want to explain myself again. For example, now, just to understand also the purchase order. Now, for example, I would like to receive my inventory has reached, for example, to the minimum level, and I would like to make a purchase or sorry, an order. So we are talking because we are in the we are working in inside the company between departments and stores. So I would like to request this product, for example, the laptop, a Lenovo laptop from store A. For example, you're the manager. So I have provided my request. I think it's through the orders, if I'm not mistaken. Through the orders, right?
Well, that's one way you could do it. I mean, you know, you could enable,
Okay.
I mean, you could set your stores up as customers and use shipping orders and ship to them.
Yeah, it's like stores ordering from each other. I need this part, I need that part, so it can be delivered. Between these two transactions, I need to involve a approval manager for this request in the purchasing between two stores. For example, if I have requested 5 laptops, so I need someone who can approve this request because before reaching to the other store.
Well, normally in our system, how restocking is handled is the main warehouse will, or the main warehouses, they will set up different par levels for each item. So reorder points. So for example, if your stock drops below a certain level, they, will automatically ship you, a certain amount, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, whatever. So if you click on reorder levels, so you can set reorder levels for each warehouse. So what you can use this with is you can generate in transits right from one of our modules. It's called restocking transits. From the restocking transits, you can refill this warehouse, generate the transit slips to each warehouse. We don't necessarily have a way for them to request you to put something in transit to them. But we do have this module which will take the default amounts and allow you to generate an order. So it is one of those things. We don't necessarily have a way to request an in-transit, but we do have a way for you to handle your restocking. Because generally the way that our system is set up, the main warehouse is intended to manage the restocking. Individual stores and locations aren't necessarily going to be requesting stock. You're going to be automatically just sending them 5 units when their stock level drops below a certain point.
Yes,
so
yes.
it's more of a centralized distribution network than a decentralized one, if that makes sense.
Okay, very clear. So we have the achievement delivery confirmation. Okay, خلاص, we understood that we can confirm the delivery and what's been received and what's not. So yes, the end user confirmation. For example, we have 3 channels for moving along our products. It's going from store A to store B, then to the end user. So I want to, as we have discussed before, we need to make a confirmation e-form that the end user will sign it automatically, or by the, to approve it by the computer. It's like paperless when it reaches to the final user, as to confirm that he received this asset. We are not selling the asset. We are providing it to the end user, for example.
Right. Yeah, you would just issue it out to the end user, and then you could, print a packing slip and PDF form and email them a packing slip.
No, I want it as electronic. There's no need to use any paper.
Right.
So
right.
He will receive it by his email. And
Right.
I don't know. Yeah, he
Yeah,
will
we
receive
can set up
something.
an email alert for that as well.
Yeah, to approve it, then it can be saved. So I can, for example, provide it to the finance department, so they will know that yes, we have invested this 1 million, for example, in this type of assets, and it's been delivered to all these particular users. store keeping inventory, there's a lot of responsibility. So we need to manage this responsibility when he is receiving the assets till he's delivering to the end user. And the confirmation from the end user, yes, I have received this type of laptop, this with this particular serial number or this particular items, my name, my employee ID, yes, I have approved, okay. So it can go to the finance as a record.
Well, all of that's going to be in the audit trail. All these movements are recorded.
So you
Yes,
would know exactly
yeah,
who, who did which operation, where it went, what's happened to it.
Right. I mean,
yeah,
all
okay.
that activity is recorded in the system. So we can write reports for you.
I do understand that this is for history, but I need. I'm giving you my idea. So what you have, we can translate it to a bit of shape. In the end, someone needs to confirm the receiving. He's a user. As we have mentioned that we are dealing with now we have dealing with more than 900 pharmacy. So as we can say, it's not pharmacy, it's pharmacist. So
you want to confirm
exactly
who received it and who it's assigned to and who's responsible for that item, essentially.
Exactly. I couldn't say it any better.
But it sounds to me like when a store ships to the final pharmacy, that's an order that's going out. And I mean, when warehouses generally ship orders out, they send an invoice with the order, which we can do, but there's no way that I know of for a customer to come in and verify that they received the order.
I think the problem is he wants to track these laptops as assets. So this is something that is assigned to someone, and they want to track, okay, when did we send it out? When did they get it? Who is the final person who was supposed to get it? And, figure out who's responsible for these items specifically. But the problem is, the way we've been working with it so far is more of we're treating it as inventory instead of as assets, but we don't really have as much functionality in the assets module to track the shipment and,
Well, maybe
receipt.
it's more like a lease where we're expecting it to come back.
Yeah, it might fit more to leasing than into this.
If I may, it's like releasing to the final user. So, for example, after 3-4 years, if he has the asset and we need to change it, it's going to enter to the system again. So the point of sale or the technician or the responsible guy who will collect this asset, he will enter it to his store and etc. But the problem is, our finance is facing a lot of problem regarding who received these assets, who is responsible in the end. We have invested, for example, we have invested 10,000 Saudi riyal or dollar to be delivered to this pharmacy. Then, okay, where's our investment? For whom did we deliver? Okay, I do understand there's a full history, but this is a computerized system, so in the end there's no any confirmation. So, and for example, you loan me 10,000 riyal. Okay, where's the confirmation that I have received it? You can, and there's nothing to approve that yes, I have received this. I can take it, I can sell it, I can throw it. I didn't receive nothing from you, even if this transaction was working perfectly from the A to the Z. In the end, I didn't sign nothing, I didn't approve nothing. There's nothing written in the system that I have yes approved. Get the point?
It sounds to me more like a lease, guys, doesn't it to you?
Yeah, but a lease, can you actually, a lease after it's been shipped to the store, they'd have to return it before they can issue it out if they wanted to do that.
Yeah, the problem is I don't really see how how within our base system we could manage, tracking who received what laptop and who is supposed to be responsible in tracking that. I really don't think that we have that exact
Okay.
capability to ship it and then do it in that manner, at least in the
Well, if you ship it too, it's gone. It's issued out. You're not tracking it.
Yeah. So, okay, how about, I do remember that, I don't remember this technical thing because my colleague Ala was talking with you, and I'm not familiar 100% with the technical things about the direct active in Oracle. So I think if we have created before, of course, it's going to be in the beginning. If we have used the system, we're going to create a lot of information in stores. For example, we have a pharmacy code 900. Can we make it as a, it's not as a warehouse. Can we make it as a store that this is what been received and this is what been confirmed? Again, okay, yeah, I will make myself clear. For example,
Peter, hold on just a sec. Ben and Zach, I don't quite get it. Isn't this like Yates where the tools go out and then the tools come back?
you're asking me?
Leasing. No, I'm talking to the other guys on the phone.
I don't know
maybe
anything about Yates, so.
Yeah, maybe, but that's not in the base system. Zach would have to convert all of that over for rentals and rental returns, but there's no confirmation process in that either. They basically just, it's an order, you know, it goes out, and then it's, you know, basically on the receiving end, they just put in an order number and they receive the stock back in. So it's gone, you know, I mean, there's tracking involved, but it doesn't show up in their inventory.
And that's kind of the problem. I don't see. Yeah, I don't think we have that specific capability in any of our systems that we've done yet, at least, to kind of track, you know, which
I mean,
store,
I guess you could set up the
exact
stores
user.
as separate warehouses and just ship between them.
But
You know,
then
and
again,
you
he
could
wants
see,
to track user as well. I mean, who it's assigned to, and that's kind of like the
well, yeah,
issue.
I mean, there's going to have to be changes. There's no way we can give him what he wants without changing it.
Yeah, exactly.
But I mean, if you set them up as separate warehouses and then just use shipping orders to ship between the stores, you could put approvals on shipping orders easily enough, and you could put email notifications on them, you know, and then basically they could view the inventory as it sits in the stores because that's one of their warehouses, but they just have to ship between the two. So they set your users up as customers, you know, and they could use, yeah, probably that would be the best thing to do. Just set them up as separate warehouses, set their, you know, employees up as customers in the system, and then just ship between the warehouses.
Can you show them?
Well, that's not. It's not something we can necessarily show. It's, you know, a matter of it would have to be customized to work that way, because right now, if we, you know, do it right now, it would just go out of the system and be gone.
Well, if we set up another warehouse.
I have one question just to make myself sure. As much the users we are as much user we are adding in the system, as much we need to pay more, right? For each user.
No. No, you pay per concurrent user. So if you only have 25, then you could have 900 users in the system, you know, one for each of your pharmacies. But if they're not actually logging in, then they don't count. You don't have to pay for them, no.
The idea is you can only have 25 people accessing the system at a time. So the number of concurrent users means how many people you would like to be able to access the system at the same time.
Yeah, virtual warehouses and parts and users are unlimited.
I think you have said something. It's like about, yes, releasing tools and taking back tools. It's moving in the same circle. Okay, there's nothing going out. We are not selling anything. So I was thinking about, okay, how about we will create 900 stores. We are a nahdi, we are a pharmaceutical company. We have a 900 outlet. Okay, how about we can create a 900 outlet in the system. Then, rather than we have a 3-channel movement that from store A to B uh, to end user, we can remove the end user. We can make it as a store, as a store rather than the warehouse. But the end, I need how to get this confirmation from that this pharmacy has received this type of machine. Because this is a very important function you need to.
How do you ship your items, Bader? I mean, do you have internal trucks that deliver the stuff,
Yeah.
or do you use common carriers?
No, sometimes we are using common carriers. Sometimes we are using. Of course, we don't own our fleet, but we are renting it. Okay, we have the own. Yes, we own trucks, but we are renting these trucks. Sometimes, if it's the shipment was next to us or near to us, we can just get to those or our own trucks. But if it's like far away, and we can use DHL or FedEx to deliver these parts. What we are doing right now, actually, just to make myself clear, we have make a contact with the supplier for any new PO. It's been issued from the company. You are responsible to deliver it upon the remote areas or the stores, the warehouses. So he can fulfill our requirements or the other stores requirements with this new products. But the thing that making a big problem for us is how to ensure that these products are, once it's entered the system, it stays in the system. There's no any flip-flop or missing items. I know there's a percentage of.
What about, Zach, what about using mobile and signatures?
Right.
Yes,
That's
exactly.
where I was going.
Yes,
Hey guys,
we have a mobile
I got
component.
Can I turn this over to you? I got to step away for a bit because my sister's about ready to leave, and I got to say goodbye. So
No problem.
I'm not sure which one you are. I'm going to make you the presenter though. So let me know if.
Gotcha.
Got it?
Yep.
Okay, I'll be back. I just have to.
No problem. Okay, so let me open up our mobile software. Switch this over to that screen. Okay, so this is our mobile software here. Let me know when you can see my screen.
Yeah, everything is good.
Okay. With this software, we could do I mean, this would probably be the easiest way to manage this, but we could set up a unique type of transaction, however we need it to be, where, when they need to, when you need to get confirmation that they've received the items. And this, we customize mobile quite a bit for different clients. But what we can do is, while you're going through the process here, let's say we were receiving stock from a transit. We would obviously fill out this field, this form for you with the information from the transit. But what we can do is, when you complete this transit, we can require a signature. So you know who signed for it, you know who logged in, you'd have all that information tracked. So that is something we could do. I don't think I have signatures turned on in the base system. I might have to swap over to another one quick here. No, not on this one, so hold up a minute. Do you have any questions, or?
No, you're doing fine. Just fine.
Mm-hmm.
No, the main goal, in my idea, is that this mobile application that I want it more to be used by all the, because I mean, we are dealing with the point of sale team, technicians. I want them to use this mobile application more often, more than the website.
Mhm.
Because
And
yes,
that's what a lot of our clients do already. Is what they have is their primary um, their primary warehouse, their primary company will use the desktop application, and then the
yes,
mobile application will be used by their employees out on the floor, their off-site employees, things of that nature, off-site locations. That way, they don't have the full level of access. They can't, necessarily log in and view all the data, but they can do the operations that they need to do. So here, let me just pick a location here. And once this loads up, this is a very large company here. They have a lot of data in their system, so it's a little slow at times. Okay, so this is just searching the inventory catalog for this location. This customer has a special system where they can just tap on each item and then build a transaction with it. So you'll see I just clicked on 3 different items there, and I just built a small transaction here. So with this transaction, I can do a couple of operations. I can move the stock, I can issue the stock, and I can certify it. I can also put it in transit, and that's what I'm going to try right now here, is we'll move it to, and they have like 500 warehouses here. I'll put it in JTS. There we go. Okay, and then I click Place Items in Transit, and it'll start the transaction here. Now this system is very specific, so if I made a mistake on this transaction, it might block it and yell at me. But actually it worked all right, so here you'll see it popped up a signature form. You'll also notice that I can't close this form. I'm clicking in other areas of the page. Once you start the transaction, it will require a signature, and if you don't sign for it, it will, obviously there will be no signature in the system. So that's the best I can do there with a mouse. Once I've signed for it, I hit submit, and then it links your signature with this transaction. So this is an in-transit here. So this might actually solve a problem. I didn't think of this earlier, but you can run an in-transit through the mobile software and then require the signatures on that. This is a customization we did for one of our clients, so I would have to bring it into the main system, but that wouldn't be a problem.
no, this is actually very, very nice. This is what I wanted. And then, but he can use his finger through the mobile device, right? To make the
Yes, you can
signature.
use this from any smartphone, tablet. You can also access this from a PC like I'm doing now. So, for example, if you wanted to use this as the only thing some of your outside clients could access or whatever, you could do that.
Okay, very nice. Okay, I think now everything now meets the criteria. Yeah, I do really like the web or the app more than the system, the main web page. This is more easier for me, guys. So as much it becomes easy, as much they can get used to it and willing to use this application more and more. Some people are getting very frustrated
Peter,
because yes,
can I ask a question?
tell me.
When you ship, I don't know, 5 laptops, far away using DHL,
Yes.
when it reaches that store and DHL delivers it,
Okay.
what's going to trigger the store to log into the app here to sign for it? How can we trigger that?
Means that how do they will confirm that they have received this?
Right. How are we going to get them to do this final step where they say, yep, we got them?
Yes.
Well,
Okay.
if they don't, we can generate a report in the main system or a notification. I think we already have some similar things, but essentially, if they haven't received the item in, let's say 7 days, you'll get a notification of it. We can set something like that up. just so that, if it's been lost in transit or if something happened, you'll be notified and you can try to resolve it if no action's been taken by the client.
Yeah, exactly. What we are doing, we are, of course, after registering all the information or the shipment, we're going to send it through the, let's talk about DHL, for example. In the website, we can prepare an alarm or alert that if this shipment is delivered and everything's finished, I will receive a notification that it's been delivered to the final user. Actually, we don't have a problem with the DHL or the transportation companies, but how to confirm that those people that really receive this this products, okay. Some people saying that we don't, for example, and I don't want to get deep in this details, but it's not happening professionally in an efficient way. Do you understand me?
Yeah, I do.
And I came here, they are using Excel and Access, so I don't know, guys, this is not professional at all, so we need to go to an automated system. So most of the application being used, it's not serving, it's not in the cloud. There's a lot of problems. In one point, it's stopping, it doesn't continue, and you cannot edit it. This is the problem. You cannot modify this application to serve another criteria or to serve a future need. But what I have saw and understand and been confirmed, and thank God, what I'm seeing now, it can solve a lot of problems.
So if we sent the customer an email that had a link in it that said, click this link and then sign, do this on a tablet or a phone. Does that make sense, Zach? Where we send them an email link that says when you log in.
Yeah, that requires a signature or confirmation. We could do that. It's not the base mobile system requires you to log in before you can do anything. Right. But if we just want to have a customer-facing signature pad, I could set something like that up.
Yeah, I mean, you could put the login information in the link or whatever. You could edit it.
We can write down an email, dear sir, please enter this link to sign for the
and that's exactly it. Just give them a unique link in their email that takes them to a signature page that would, confirm the transaction and do all that. They don't necessarily need to be logged in. I could, make a custom build a mobile without the authentication involved.
But the question is, how can we can notice who has received the product or not, or signed made his signature or still it's pending? Again, okay, we have the yeah.
Don't we have a transit screen that we could show? A summary of all
which is pending,
all the outstanding transits.
Not in the base system of mobile, but we could make a list of transits.
I'm saying in the regular system.
Oh, in the regular system, yeah, there's a transits list. Let me open that up.
I think you can always reprint the transit slips, can't you?
Yeah, you can always reprint them down the road as well. But there is a report.
A summary screen of all. Yeah, there you go.
Mm-hmm.
So this would show you all the outstanding transit slips, Peter.
We could put a link on there for the signatures too.
So one thing I'm actually noticing here, it's supposed to say completed next to the transit slip up here, and it's not. But other than that, it's showing all the open ones at the bottom. It's just not showing the link up there for the closed ones.
Okay. So it should be written completed if it's been signed, right?
Yeah, it should show you these items have already been completed, so there should be a status right here. So that's something I'll take a look at later on today. I'll put it on my list of projects. But essentially, it gives you here at the top all your open transit items that are at the top here, and down at the bottom here, these are all the closed ones. So you'll see these are the serial number 1 through 6 that we operated on earlier. And these are some other serial numbers. Actually, wait. No, this report's broken. It's actually showing everything twice. I'll have to fix that.
Okay, so I think we have mentioned every criteria or every point of our criteria, and it's okay. So once, because I need to work with it within this week, I think tomorrow and yeah, and Sunday I will submit it to my operation manager. I will show him that these procedures are working smoothly because he was very, very angry when we are facing these errors, you know. Remember when we have discussed about the errors appearing to me? Maybe it's my, I don't know, it's my mistake or something. So I wanted just to make sure everything is working smoothly so we can just go ahead with this application as soon as possible. So if you have noticed any errors appearing or it needs to be modified, I will be very thankful, sir, that we can manage it today. I think it's still morning, and you're in the morning time zone. So we can fix it and be and send it to me, so I can just go up and go through it quickly. Then we can do the approval for this application.
Peter, we're going to have to make some changes, though. Ultimately, if you decide to buy it, we're going to have to set up some of those notifications and screens a little bit differently for you. So there is going to be some customization to it.
Yes, I know, but I just want to say that this is a demo.
Right.
So if we can modify this so we can present it in a very clear and with the full functionality of this application, it can be very awesome, honestly. So they can feel how this application moves. Because I don't want to go and say this can be customized, this can be customized. Yes, I can do that. But if it's not going to take any effort, yeah, we can do this if it's and it doesn't require any efforts. I'm saying we can just do it in the final demo, so I can present it to them.
Do you think you can demonstrate it well enough, Zach, with cleaning this screen up and?
Well, this is the only thing that I noticed this morning that's really a problem. We did come across the the edit list things as well, but those are pretty quick changes, and the report, it's just a matter of the group by in the report is incorrect. So it's in SQL speak, it's more of just that it's looking at the data in the wrong way. It's not combining the rows like it should. That's not really a big deal. The reports, we do those all the time. I can fix the report and probably fix the edit thing today, and you can take a look at it tomorrow.
Yeah, that's awesome. So I hope by tomorrow, okay, I can receive the final, as they can say, the final cut of this application. So I will go through it quickly and submit my final review. And it's what I'm seeing is very awesome. It can help a lot of things. But sometimes these things can make people get a little bit nervous because also this is an investment, So, okay, we're going to invest in this application and it's not stable, there's a problem, there's error, so I need to demonstrate this application in front of them on Sunday, first thing in the morning, so I will show them how everything is moving. I have the manual, thank you, so I want to go through it step by step and see all the functionality and how to do this and how to do that.
Okay. So the one thing we would encourage you is to try not to use the back button. Try to use the menus.
Mm-hmm. And did we
Which
send you
button?
a copy of the manual as well?
Yeah, he has a copy of the manual.
Okay.
So the manual can cover up all the modules we are talking about right now, right? We have
It
talked.
doesn't really cover mobile very well. It doesn't do much with mobile.
Okay, but I think the models, and if I have 100% understood this website, so I think the mobile can be very easy explained.
Zach, does he have mobile enabled on his test?
I don't think so. I can add it though.
Yeah, okay, that's cool. Because I want them all to log in and to this mobile and feel how we are interacting with this application. Okay, so okay. So when can I receive the final yeah, the final website without any the final cut of this website without any problems? So I can start directly with
Yeah,
the.
he's got mobile.
He does?
Yeah.
I think there's an email. Someone sent it to me. I think so.
Okay.
Regarding this mobile.
Well, it's probably going to be like 6 hours from now. I'm not quite sure what time. What is it, like 4 o'clock your time now?
Yeah, no, it's like 5:30
5:30.
p.m.
It'll be like midnight your time. So tomorrow morning it'll be ready for you.
Yeah, I don't have any issues. So I'm going to work with it in the weekends just to finish with it and submit it to the guys. I want them to see and feel and to understand.
Okay.
Okay, brothers, appreciate your time, and I hope we can purchase this application, this awesome application, anytime soon.
Peter, did I send you a quote before?
Regarding the warehouses, yesterday, or
No, an estimate. Did I send you a proposal?
no, you didn't send me the proposal. I would like to
Okay, I'll send
have.
you one based on what we said. Based on this, I'll send you a quote.
Very fine. Appreciate it.
Okay. Okay.
Okay, gentlemen. See you
All right,
later.
thanks.
So long.
See you guys.